Ladies and gentlemen, to wonderful Lucca in Tuscany, Italy. The Lucca Comics and Gaming Convention with a little bit of a light Overwatch action for you guys. And it's beautiful to see. Like, this is a wonderful little tournament that's being run here. We have 8 pro players who've been flown out to Italy to take part, bringing people in from the community, from the convention itself, and basically taking part in a little mini tournament over the 3 days that this convention does run. And right now, well, coming up next is going to be 2Easy's team plus 5 people from the convention against Kensi's team from with 5 people from the convention. It's going to be interesting to see. We didn't get to see 2Easy play at all yesterday, so looking forward to seeing it now.
No, sadly not. 2 of the quarterfinals are played on the stage, and 2 of the quarterfinals are played off the stage. And so today we're going to be seeing 2Easy actually play for the first time this weekend, and he is a big name, very well known within the Overwatch pro scene, and so I'm sure a lot of people are looking forward to seeing this.
Yeah, 2Easy, definitely one of the more explosive players. He runs a little bit hot and cold at times, depending on sort of his mood and how focused he feels, although he's been getting better about that lately. He's been being more and more focused in his game, so generating more consistency. And also Kensi as well. Like, these are both DPS players. They're both sort of the McCree players for their teams, respectively. So going to be interesting to see how they match up and how they pair up, although what they pick is going to be determined by what their team can play as well, of course, because they aren't playing with their usual teams. You've got to understand that, well, they might be playing something a little bit different where they can have a bit more impact, for example. And, well, you know, who knows what they're going to get. We've seen some players from the community be, well, actually pretty damn good and really solid. We have some Italian semi-pros here, for example, who play at very high level, clearly masters, nearly grandmasters probably, like RZD, sorry, we saw it previously. And we've had a couple more just popping up who've been really solid, so looking forward to seeing what they manage.
Oh, definitely. In fact, I can't wait to see how this next game goes. The previous game was absolutely explosive. All right, it was a 2-0, a little bit one-sided, but there was some huge moments during that game. A lot of fun to watch and a lot of fun to cast as well. Which team have we got coming up onto the stage
That
now?
was 2Easy's team moving onto the stage right now. If you're wondering why you can't hear the stage, it's because it is in Italian, of course, and we can't actually pump that through for you guys. I wouldn't be able to understand it anyway. I don't know about you guys at home if you speak Italian. If you do speak Italian, by the way, this is being broadcast at ESL_IT in full Italian there, but 2Easy looking ready for his game. He's looking relaxed. He's looking ready to go. He really wants to win. 2Easy is a very competitive player, so it's going to be interesting to see how he approaches this. I imagine if he does start falling behind, we're going to see him really turn on the try-hard and probably try and take over a game or two.
Oh, definitely. We very much hope to see some explosive things coming out of 2Easy here. But however, Kensi is also a very good player too, and we should be seeing his team coming to the stage right about now.
And if you are wondering, by the way, why they are wearing these colored tops, or at least most of the teammates most of the team members of these teams are wearing the colored tops, it's because every single pro has basically been assigned a color and then assigned some team members. Now, what will happen is if they advance to the semifinals, there will be a captain's draft between the quarterfinals and the semifinals. So the teams that they have now might not last them throughout the entire tournament. So a couple of these players who, a couple of them are really good, and actually they're not even wearing the colored bibs anymore. That's actually quite nice to see because they looked a little
Chucked
bit
it out. They're done with it.
A little bit silly, if you ask
Well,
me.
they look like they were about to play a game of five-a-side football.
Or just go to the dentist, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, if they do play it really well, the captains will have an opportunity to draft going into the next round. So a couple of these players might be, prime picks going forward. But there we go, Kensi looking ready to go. One of the DPS players for Anox. Cypher also, previously a DPS player for Anox, more of a Genji player, and Kensi, of course, being more the McCree and Tracer. If he does play Tracer, I expect explosive things out of him because he definitely can start to take over a game if he does decide to play that. But yeah, welcome, guys, to the stream. If you're wondering what this is, it's just a little bit of a fun time. It's a little bit of early morning Overwatch action for you guys to enjoy, a little bit of light entertainment. We will be running until, for a couple more hours. Hopefully you guys have fun watching it. We are certainly having fun watching it. These are our wonderful Italian casters, but I'm going to jump back to us over here. Although, to get to know these guys, if you haven't had a chance to watch them before, I definitely recommend going and checking them out just for a few minutes, just because it is a lot of fun to watch them. They have all that fiery Italian passion that comes out in their cast, and it's wonderful to listen to.
The Italian language is absolutely beautiful. And just go check it out for a couple of minutes. You won't understand what they're saying, but you'll definitely get some excitement. You'll definitely get some hype. It's a lot of fun.
Absolutely. Now, just actually to clarify a few things as well, just because we are the secondary stream here, we don't actually have full control over a lot of what we're doing. So, for example, the camera, we don't have any control of that. And also, Moobot, we don't have any control over Moobot either. So it is feeding people disinformation at the moment. We aren't actually the World Cup stream. I believe that will be starting much later, and I believe that'll probably be starting after we're done. So we have some Overwatch just to tide you guys over in the meantime.
Although I have replaced Mitch, so that is completely accurate when it says that Mitch and D-Man are the casters. He is, of course, D-Man, and I am, of course, Mitch.
I don't think I could fill D-Man's shoes. That man is a legend.
I don't think I could fill
legend.
Mitch's shoes, quite frankly.
Yeah, being fair, Mitch is an absolutely superb caster, and he's a wonderful guy as well. Definitely recommend going and checking those guys out, casting the World Cup later on. I can't wait for that to begin. I was a part of Team GB, and I'm so depressed that we didn't get to make it there. But that's a story for another time.
Unfortunate. But that starts, I believe someone might have just said in chat, 7 p.m. GMT tonight. I don't know how accurate that is, but that does sound about right. I know it's starting sometime around then, and I'm looking forward to that as well. Although, probably by the time this event is over, we're going to be a little bit exhausted and heading ourselves towards some food, no doubt, because we spent a lot of time pretty much sat here talking about Overwatch, which is awesome. And I don't mind giving up a couple of meals for.
Exactly. And we see 2Easy's team getting ready. Looks like they'll be prepared to go very, very shortly. Unfortunately, we don't have production in our ears either, just telling us, exactly what is happening. So we don't have an ETA for you guys, but it should be a couple of minutes. We've been getting started on these matches pretty quickly so far, so it's been pretty good about getting going, because I know you guys don't like to wait. I don't like to wait either. I want to get into the game. There we see Kensi setting up, getting ready perhaps to take over, wearing his Anox shirt. Wonderful to see that he's brought that with him. 2Easy, of course, playing for FaZe, brought his jersey along as well. Looking good here. A lot of actual Overwatch fans in the audience as well. If we do get a shot of the crowd, it's definitely worth it. And if you're wondering where we are literally in the Cathedral of Gaming. We're in the Church of Gaming right now. It's a beautiful sort of Renaissance era church with statues and marble carvings all over the place. Behind us is, well, a wall of sponsors, but behind the wall of sponsors, let's just actually have a look at that wonderful wall of sponsors. Behind the wall of sponsors is actually an absolutely stunning painting. I definitely go and recommend checking out Max's Twitter, for example. He's been taking a lot of pictures. Though I believe the Twitter on the screen is a little bit incorrect as well.
It's wrong.
Totally futile, not tattly futile.
Yes, I don't believe I have tat. I have total, not tattle. But yes, at Totally Futile if you want to go and see some pictures of the venue. And I would recommend going to check it out. It's a beautiful place. Just go look at the last 4 or 5 photos that I've uploaded onto that Twitter.
So on the screen right now is our Italian casters, but more importantly, we have the map picks, and we have Volskaya Industries, probably one of the more divisive maps out there. We have Numbani, a very difficult map to attack properly, and Ilios as well to finish us up. I hope we go all the distance as well with 2Easy and Kensi involved. They could be absolutely explosive on these King of the Hill maps.
Especially on Ilios, because we're likely to see Tracer versus Tracer from 2 pros, which I would absolutely love to see on that map.
Yeah, especially because like FaZe and Anox, to me, they're both teams that are incredibly strong on those control point maps and on those sort of more deathmatchy style maps. They could absolutely be huge on on those sorts of maps. That said, it also comes down a lot to the skills of the players on the teams. We've seen time and time again, and by the way, we've got a beautiful shot here of the venue. Like I was saying, it's astonishing. Like, we can believe it. I still can't kind of believe it. It's insane.
It is. It's an absolutely unbelievable place. I can't think of a better word. It's just not somewhere where you would expect to have a gaming tournament. This is what they get to use. It is the ESL Cathedral. It's no longer consecrated ground, so don't worry.
Yeah,
we're not upsetting
We're not going to get smited halfway through the cast.
Yeah, we're not upsetting any Catholics. The Pope's not going to come down here and get angry and then maybe start playing some Overwatch. But
yeah, like I was saying before, like FaZe, Anox, both very, very sort of deathmatchy teams. 2Easy, very much a star on these kind of maps as well, and also just very good on the control point maps as well. That said, Volskaya, we haven't seen it in competitive in absolutely ages. It sort of started popping up when 2 control point maps were reintroduced into the competitive scene and when Time Max started coming into it a little bit more. But teams definitely not a big fan of that map. It's going to be interesting.
I hate it. Like, Volskaya is my least favorite map in the entire game. I don't mind watching it, but playing it, I hate it. I hate attacking it, and I hate defending it.
I kind of agree with you on that, to be honest. I think Volskaya is my least favorite map. That said, I mean, the first point isn't too bad. You got like the flank route, for example, that opens things up a bit, but that second point just can get so bogged down so easily, and it can get so difficult to attack it. I think I have the same issue with Hanamura as well, where the second point is just so hard to take. There's only one really great path, unless you're trying to force people onto the point, that it gets very difficult to take there. So glad we're not on Hanamura so far. But it looks like teams about ready to go. 2Easy, they're looking prepared, looking calm. I do like the fact that most pro players play like this with the keyboard at a slant. I need to try that out myself and see how that works.
Oh, really? I've not seen this before. I've never actually been shown the actual keyboard of an Overwatch player. It's not like StarCraft, where you're constantly getting the close-ups of their ridiculous APM.
The APM of the Overwatch player.
I don't think the APM of the Overwatch player is particularly impressive. However, the accuracy that they use on the screen blows me away every single time. But what do you know what the advantage is of the slant? What does it do for you?
I think it's just a more comfortable way of sitting, especially if you have your wrist supported as well. It could help with that, but who knows? It looks like, oh yes, we can see the lobby. We can actually see the lobby screen just on the side. So it looks like not everyone is quite ready yet. They should be joining fairly soon. Now, there is a little bit of a luck of the draw factor here. Of course, the captains didn't get to pick their teams. They won't get to pick their teams until we get to the semi-final. So who knows what they've got on their teams. We did see the teams. We did have a chance to sort of talk briefly to 2Easy and had a little bit of a look at Kensi as well. Talking to his team beforehand and trying to plan out, who plays what and who's going to do what. I heard that Too Easy might be opting to play Zarya, for example, because his team just doesn't have a Zarya player, and she's so important in the meta at the moment.
Oh, definitely, definitely. What do we expect to see out of Too Easy and Kensi? Because like you said, they're both DPS players. They both like to play very similar heroes. They're both good at Tracer. They're both good at McCree. Well, what do you think we're going to see out of them here?
Well, I think Too Easy will be running the Zarya just from what I saw him talking to his team. That said, he did promise me that if he could get an opportunity to do it, and you know, you mentioned it earlier that he might have a surprise for me, and I went and asked him and nagged him, and he said that he might, if the map pool favors it, bring out the Widowmaker. We might get to see it perhaps on Numbani, maybe, but I think, you know, if he really wants to win, and I think he really does want to sort of advance through, because he did get knocked out very early yesterday. I think he really wants to advance further in today's tournament, so I imagine he's going to be more focused on playing a proper team lineup, working with his team, coordinating, and trying to get it as far as he can today, because these players are incredibly competitive. Even though this is a light-hearted tournament, they want the right to banter to their rivals who have arrived here in Italy.
Yes, of course they do. And we've seen Hal do incredibly well from his Zarya, although not so well in the last game, but all day yesterday his Zarya was carrying his team very well. And those of you that play solo queue should know that Zarya is an incredible hero to pick up and learn if you want to do well and be able to carry your teams. Overwatch is very much a team-orientated game, and solo carries are not something that really exist unless you are considerably better than everyone else in the game, which is unlikely because the matchmaking is generally quite good, I find, in Overwatch.
Yeah, some people will debate that very, very ardently, but it looks like we are loading into Volskaya. Now, of course, we will have these little tutorial maps just because, well, we have people from the convention floor who might not be completely familiar with Overwatch, so they're just giving a little bit of an introduction to these maps. But Volskaya Industries, 2 control point maps. This first control point, actually one of the easy ones to take, depending on how the team defends it. With the pro-level teams, you generally see everyone cluster up on the high ground and just sort of stand over the point and watch it. But with the lower-level players, they generally try and stand a little bit further forward and generally try and sort of contest more towards the choke point. That opens them up for danger of getting flanked. And then, of course, we have this second control point where if you can't snowball the first control point into the second one quickly, you can get very, very bogged down. It can be very slow to take and can be very difficult. So it's going to be interesting to see, can teams get the momentum from the first point and carry it very fast into the second point? This, the thing with Volskaya Industries is it can be over so quickly.
Oh, definitely. In fact, that's true of all the 2-point capture maps, is if you can get that snowball running, you can just take those 2 capture points so quickly. In fact, I believe that's why the 2-point capture maps were taken out of the competitive pool before Blizzard brought in Time Bank.
It's definitely why the pro players weren't a big fan of that, because we were using stopwatch quite often for that, for example. And it looks like we have the teams loaded in already. We see some people making picks nice and early. Now let's focus on Too Easy's team at the moment, as they are the defensive team. They're less likely to change up at the last minute. So Meta 94 on the Ana, Tartex on the McCree, Too Easy on the Zarya, Pippo JK, let's just call him Pippo because that's fun to say, I like saying it, is on the Reaper, a Reaper called Pippo. That's actually wonderful. Ghost in on the Reinhardt, and Putt on the Lucio.
Maybe we made a mistake when he meant to type Dark Lord 77.
It's definitely one of the things you see on like the Reaper names Twitter, for example.
Right, over on Kensi's team, which are the red side, who will be attacking. We have got Crazy Fog on the Winston. Lucifer Rocks. Wow, that is a
I think it's just Lucifero with X's on the other side.
Oh,
See,
of
he's
course,
the Reaper.
sorry, there you go. He should be playing Reaper, that's right, but he's not. He's playing the Zarya. We've got Marin Beef on the Lucy.
Marine Beef.
That's an awesome name as well. Hobbit, who we saw playing yesterday, had some amazing Tracer play of his own. And we've got Kensi on the Tracer, of course, and then Neutron on Genji.
And we have jumped on board with Too Easy, but I really want to see what Kensi could do with this Tracer. That's a Winston going straight in, so they're running a dive comp here. They're going very aggressive. That said, they managed to catch out that Winston nice and early, get a lot of damage onto him very, very quickly. We have the Genji trying to come in, but again, gets caught out nicely. Pippo doing a great job with that Reaper. People just coming into him. That's what you want as a Reaper. You want people jumping at you, get those Hellfire shotguns, get the damage out there. Too Easy having a free range just to cut people down. Poor Trace and the rest of the team has to back up. They don't want to get split up too much, but Tartex actually gets a pick on Hobbit as well. That's going to be absolutely huge, as there's going to be no more ultimate charging for the Ana.
Wow, Too Easy there, showing just why he is the pro player, with some absolute pinpoint accuracy tracking on that Zarya left click as the Lucio was trying to run away. Absolutely magic. Let's see if Kensi can regroup and push through the choke.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I'm surprised to see that Kensi isn't trying to go around the back way, trying to get a little bit of an advantage that way, but it looks like he's going to go straight through the front, hunting down Pippo. Can he get the kill shot? Winston coming in there to provide him with a little bit of extra damage. He's going to load down, but no, he gets sniped down by Tartex. Tartex probably landing a headshot there, getting a good kill shot there. Then we're on board with Too Easy. Too Easy on a high charge at the moment, just landing so much damage in with this Zarya particle cannon. Cutting people down Zarya jumping dangerously though, down they go, and that's looking bad for Kensi's team as he's forced to back up. Can they finish off Neutron though? Can Neutron get back to the spawn? It looks like he's just about made it.
Yeah, Neutron's away. Too Easy probably wants to back up here. There's no point to overextend at this point. You're already doing really, really well. You're going to risk yourself going down if you start sitting outside of their spawn. It's not what you want to do. The ultimates are starting to get charged up here, so this next encounter I think is going to be quite explosive. And let's see what we've got.
Yeah, can Kensi find the bomb target is the big question I have. What is he going to try and put it on? With Too Easy though on the Zarya as well, I imagine Too Easy is going to be very aware that the bomb is going to be coming and he's going to be looking to catch it as well as possible. Both barriers are down. The bomb still hasn't gone out just yet, but Graviton Surge comes out for Too Easy. He's managed to catch quite a lot of people into it. No one's died quite just yet. Sound Barrier come out just to keep his team alive. Neutron though, trying to hunt down targets. When is this Dragon Blade going out? There goes the bomb as well, but no one got brought down by it. Pippo comes in, gets a triple kill for himself. I believe that was the Death Blossom. Yes, it was. Pippo cleaning up with the rest of his team. What a wonderful name for this Reaper, because I love saying it.
Absolutely amazing. He might have typed his name wrong, but he definitely knows how to play the hero. Dropping in there, 3-man triple kill from his ultimate. Big plays. Well done to Pippo. But let's see if Kensi can come in. They've now got an Ana boost, they've now got a Graviton Surge of their own, and they've got a Primal Rage from the Winston ready to go.
This could be huge. I just heard Genji draw the blade. He's picked up a triple kill already. Neutron's just going absolutely ham. He's got a quadra kill for himself. Pentakill. Can he get all 6 is the question. Where's the last target? So Reaper. No, Crazy Fox takes that last kill away from him. Not quite a full team kill for Neutron there, but absolutely impeccable. That's what they needed to happen. Get the Nano Boost, get the Dragon Blade, get in there and kill absolutely everyone. Just cut it laced like cutting through silk.
Wow, so mean Crazy Fog, denying the Hexa-kill, bang out of order, I'd be mad. But yep, great combo there from the Ana and the Genji ultimates coming together and absolutely tearing through a team that it looked like they were never going to push through.
Now the downside of this, of course, is that they don't have that many ultimates in the tank for the next fight. Meanwhile, they're going into Too Easy team that's looking pretty ready to go, so there's no big snowballing that's going to be happening. Crazy Fog dropping dangerously though there, down he goes, but Kensi juking this Roadhog, down he goes, gets a double kill on the bomb. Tartex just stepped back, said, hey Ana, come with me. No, wait, I'm going to explode. Then Too Easy picking up with a good Graviton Surge. They managed to catch 3 people in a row. No problem there. They should be able to clean up this. This is looking so good for Too Easy's defensive team right now, and it looks like they will hold. Kensi has to run for his life.
Can he get out? 47 health left to go. Oh no, Too Easy says you're not coming out this way, mate. Kensi backs up, but he's out. Oh my god, he got out.
No,
no, he doesn't.
Too Easy. Oh, just cut him down.
Oh, what a shame. That's a big deal. That's really going to delay their next push because Kensi's now going to have to wait to respawn. Admittedly, he's playing Tracer, so he'll be able to get back into the fight a lot faster than everyone else. However, he's only just come back up, although he's almost got another Pulse Bomb ready to go.
Yeah, he's definitely been using that Roadhog to charge himself up nice and quickly. I mean, we had a lot of debate between the pros last night between, you know, Roadhog and Tracer. But considering this is Kensi playing Tracer and someone we're not perhaps familiar with playing the Roadhog, I imagine the advantage right now is in the Tracer's camp. It's looking okay for Kensi's team right now. They have a lot of ultimates in the tank. Just depends where this goes. We've got Winston jumping right into the backline, but he's a bit isolated right now. He's got anti-healing on him as well. Can Pippo find the kill? But no, Kensi actually managed to explode the Reinhardt. Reinhardt's not going to be a part of it, but Pippo comes in with a triple kill, quadra kill, penta kill, 5 kills for Pippo. Pippo cleaning up the most devastating Reaper on the map right now, and the taunts at the end. Yes, a little bit of flair, a little bit of razzle-dazzle. I love it.
He knows what he's done, and he's very, very happy about it. The Ana Nano boost there might have been a little bit overkill. I think that was put on him after the ultimate had gone off, and possibly even after he got the 4th kill. Did you see that?
Yeah, he definitely picked up the 4th kill with the Nano Boost on him. Not quite sure what was happening before. That said, what I'm looking at right now is that Neutron and Hobbit are both ready to go. This was the combo that won it for them before, and Lucifer's also going to be ready to go. So they're going to have a Nano Boosted Genji with a Graviton Surge. It could be absolutely huge. If they can't stop it, it's going to be devastating. That said, Tartex actually might be in a good position to stop it coming into the next fight. We have the Roadhog with the whole hog. They'll be able to knock back that Genji and perhaps buy themselves some space. Now, Too Easy is going to be looking for that Graviton Surge. Can he find it?
Yes, let's see what he can do. We've also got an Earth Shatter ready to go on the side of Too Easy, which could knock everybody on their backside. And like you said, that whole hog has come up, and we've almost got a sound barrier as well. They're just poking each other, but here we go.
Here we go. Neutron's gone in, but he's instantly been slapped. He's been stunned down. He's not doing anything at the moment. He's been caught in the Graviton Surge. He's forced to just deflect. He's not able to do anything. Too Easy and Tartex combining damage, getting a lot done. This ball Winston's caught out on his own. There goes the bomb, though. Comes in the back, gets rid of Meta 94. So the Ana is down for the remainder of the fight, but it's too little, too late. Too Easy's team clean up and hold off that crucial ult combo.
Definitely, and they've still got ultimates of their own. The sound barrier is there, and they've got an Ana boost of their own ready to defend the next push. And Neutron has gone down. That's going to delay his respawn. I mean, they're going to have to wait even longer before they can make an attempt to push onto this second objective.
Of course, time being all important here on the time bank system. Too Easy just going out getting 2 kills on the pivotal DPS player. Is going to set their spawns back. I mean, he has been slept, but where's the follow-up? There's no Reinhardt here to charge him. He's just going to get up, no problem, and barrier himself and get back to safety. So easy times for him. That said, there's not too bad. Neutron Neutron actually still has his ultimate ready, so clearly stunned while he was throwing Assault. Perhaps Hobbit managed to build up nice and fast. And Lucifer still has the Graviton Surge, so there is a wombo combo potential here. As long as Hobbit can build up nice and fast as well, maybe they will wait, but with 1 minute 49 on the clock, I don't imagine it is. There's the Graviton Surge, manages to catch a couple of people. Sandberry's coming, keeping them nice and safe. That's it, Too Easy just goes into the back with Pippo, gets even more kills. Pippo is absolutely on fire right now, and this guy is just cleaning up again and again and again.
Oh, Pippo is doing work. I saw at the start of that fight that he was sat there with his Death Blossom ready to go, and I don't think he has had a bad Death Blossom yet this game. Every single one has been at least a triple kill. Admittedly, that last one I think was a double kill by the Death Blossom, and then he popped off the Winston at the end, but I'm going to count it.
It must feel pretty good when you're playing as Reaper and the worst ultimate you've had is a double kill. that must feel really, really nice. But we have seen Kensi change it up here. He has moved off of the Tracer, instead going for the Reaper of his own. He does have an Anna on his team as well, so perhaps looking to get that Beyblade combo going with the Nano boosted Reaper, just charging in and killing absolutely everything. It's also going to give you a little bit more damage to deal with the Zarya perhaps and get rid of the Reinhardt. They're charging right in right now, looking to engage. There goes Neutron with the Dragon Blade, but instantly stunned down. Earthshatter, of course, one of the best ways of stopping that ultimate doing any damage. And again, Too Easy's team is just prepared for it. They're just splitting up, engaging wonderfully. Tartex picked himself up a double kill there. Beautiful hook just to finish off Lucifer on the Zarya. And Too Easy's team looking absolutely dominant right now.
Wow, absolutely dominant. Like I said, that Earthshatter came down, stunning that Genji and stopping him from getting anything done from one of the most powerful ultimate combos in the game, absolutely denying any kind of advantage they could have got from that, and 6-0ing them. I don't think a single member of Too Easy's team died during that encounter. Very, very well played. I mean, they're coming in with 15 seconds left on the clock. Josh, what can they do?
They've got to hope that just one of these combos goes their way, but I imagine Pippo JK is going to have a lot to say about it. I can see he's already on 99%. He's going to be on 100 any second now. They're going to charge him once more. They have Sandbarrier up. That might keep him alive a little bit longer. Good sleep dart also stopping the Reinhardt coming in. Kensi does have the Death Blossom, though. He's doing a lot of damage. Picked up a double kill for himself, but what can Pippo do in return? Pippo's already used his ultimate, though. He hasn't managed to find the kills he needs. He's just engaging 3 versus 1 right now. He's the only one left on the point with Too Easy just providing a little bit of support. He's surviving. He's managing to contest it, and that's the hard part about this map. If you don't have a clean team wipe, it can be very hard to actually take the point. The point is still being contested. Tartex managed to get back on the point. Reinforcements coming in now just to keep them alive a little bit longer. Neutron going down to Tartex. Actually, there's a Sandbarrier. It's going to be even harder to take it. They still haven't got any progress taking this point. They're running off the point. They're going to lose it. Too Easy holds on the second point.
Wow, absolutely fantastic play. Unfortunately for Kensi's team there, they just couldn't wipe everybody out. And on these 2-point capture maps, they're all the same. The respawn, the reinforce is so damn fast. And there's just not a lot you can do about it.
So now the question is, can Too Easy take that second point? And judging by the way his team has been playing, it's been looking really good. Pippo JK looking wonderful on that Reaper. And I've got to give a shout out as well to the supports, to Meta94 and to Part. Meta94 had some good sleep darts in there. His nano boosts were mostly on point, and a couple of them were a little bit late. But considering these players have just met, that's not bad coordination. That's not bad to see them working together and working as a team and as a unit. And also Tartex, he's played a really solid Roadhog, doing his job, getting the occasional pick, and using those whole hogs wonderfully.
Oh, definitely. The only mistake we saw from Tartex was walking that pulse bomb into his Anna for a nice big explosive hug. Unfortunately, that did go down, but apart from that, he has played phenomenally so far in this game, although now he's swapping over to the Winston. They're going for a much more aggressive, divey lineup with the Zarya and the Winston and the Genji to follow up. So what we're expecting to see here is we're expecting to see the Winston leap in. As he's leaping in, we're going to see a projected barrier from the Zarya on him, giving him an extra 200 health. Then when he lands, he's going to drop his shield and have another 600 hit points on that. It's going to be very difficult to deal with him, and while that's happening, the Genji's going to follow up. They're going to try and focus targets down while the team push in behind them.
And it's nice to see Too Easy on the Genji. Too Easy more known for his Tracer play historically, just because, well, the team he plays on, which is FaZe, has probably the best Genji in the world. Why did I even say probably? It's actually probably undisputed. I'd say you're a lunatic if you say that Shadowburn isn't the best Genji in the world. But Pippo taking up the mantle of the Tracer here. Let's see if they can combine their DPS. They were doing a good job with the Zarya and the Reaper before. If they can combine and work together as a unit, hunt down these kills, and with that extra damage coming from the Winston, it can snowball very, very quickly. It's going to be up to Kensi's team to get a lot done. Kensi instead opting for the Roadhog, so perhaps expecting the dive comp, looking to put a stop to it, jumping into a Roadhog, of course, very, very dangerous.
Oh yes, very, very dangerous. If you haven't got that deflect available, you're just going to get hooked all day long. So we'll see if Kensi can land those hooks, and as a pro player, although he misses the first one, I was just about to say, as a pro player, I'd expect him to hit them every time.
Winston jumping in, dropping dangerously low, though, a little bit isolated, but we do have Pivox in the backline, and Too Easy. Too Easy gets hooked! Kensi gets advantage early on. That's a lot of DPS now vanishing from that team. They've retreated back to the point quite wisely. Oh, Pivox so low, the right click's landing.
Oh,
boom!
there it is.
Headshot, that's what we like to see out of Kensi.
Absolutely fantastic there, proving once and for all that Roadhog versus Tracer, all Roadhog has to do is press that right mouse button and delete the Tracer. He doesn't even need his hook. which is a good thing too because he just missed one against the Zarya.
Oh, that Zarya was so low. Part so low as well, gets cut down by Neutron. Beautiful play coming out there from Kensi's team. For those of you at home, we've been having a big debate amongst the pros here. Who wins in a fight, Roadhog versus Tracer? And all the pros had input on this. It was very divisive as a topic, and Kensi showing, well, yeah, this is part of why Roadhog is so good. You don't even need the hook. If you're landing the right clicks on the Tracer, they're so devastating for a poor 158 point body as the teams do jockey back and forth and get ready for position for a fight.
And here they come. Winston is in with the barrier, and we've even got Too Easy with a Dragon Blade coming in from behind. He's slicing, he's dicing, but nobody's dying. Oh no, the Lucio goes down, and now he's onto the Roadhog, which is not what you want to be doing as Genji. You want to be going for the soft, squishy targets to get those resets, to keep cutting through them, and I think this could be the end of his push.
They're doing so well, though, and keeping Kensi alive.
Oh
I'm so
my
impressed
God.
that Neutron actually managed to hold him alive for that long. Roadhog was stuck out in his zone. He managed to get the barrier on him, kept him alive that little bit longer. So Too Easy doing a good job. He managed to isolate a couple of good targets there, managed to put a lot of pressure on the back line, keep Kensi busy, because, of course, Kensi's going to be a massive threat here. So distracting him is no bad thing. Now, the thing to watch here as we move into the next phase is the ultimate charge. And it looks actually pretty good for Too Easy's team right now. They're going to have a nano boost, they're going to have sound barrier, and they're going to have a primal rage available. That said, they're going to be moving into a lot of dangerous ultimates here. Good hook coming out from Kensi,
Wow.
though. That is going to really, really hurt for this push. Part, of course, being ready with that sound barrier. It's not going to be available here. It's going to be up for Too Easy's team to perhaps find a pick, get an early kill as well, trying to even the playing field, or just try and keep things going. Bibbo now taking a risk, fighting Kensi. If he gets hit by one of those right clicks, it can be absolutely devastating, but he's managing to actually avoid him, managing to juke around the back. What targets can he find? Too Easy also getting in there, but Hobbit managing to get killed during this time, and here comes a whole hog. He's managed to just push everyone back. This push has been so slow, so split up. It's looking really good for Kensi's team at the moment. They've got 0 kills on Too Easy's side, so nothing really going in their favor. I imagine they just want to back up and regroup.
Yeah, really scattered fight there. Really hard to follow exactly what was going on, but it was everyone was all over the place. I think Kensi team were clearly getting an advantage, and during a scattered fight, the defending team are usually going to have a small advantage there because they are naturally going to be grouped on the objective while the attackers are running all over the place. That pick on the Lucio at the start was huge. He was sat there with his sound barrier ready to go, but Kensi thread the needle and pulled him out.
Here comes Too Easy with the Dragon Blade. He's managing to dash left, right, and center. He's managing to break away from the Graviton Surge. It's trying to hold him down. Kensi dropping dangerously low. Too Easy just keeping on him, keeping pressure applied. There is the heal, keeping him alive. Unfortunately, it was time with a deflect. There's the hook, but he dashes right through him. He doesn't manage to land a shot in time and kills him. Too Easy now taking over this map. He's managing to cap the point already, and if they can hold people off the point for a little bit longer, they will have won this first map in this best of 3.
Wow, apart from Anna going down there at the end, the kill feed's been nothing but blue, but the red is turning it around. Kensi is coming back to see if he can tell them that this point is mine. You get off of it now.
And we see Kensi coming out with a Desperation Diva just to buy even more time. It looks like they managed to do it, but they've taken 1/3 of the point so far. So Too Easy trying to back out. Kensi actually hunting him down with the Diva, but no, Too Easy's now way too far away. Diva at long range, well, it's like being tickled, not so much being hurt by a machine gun.
Ah, yes, that is very, very true. Everyone knows that at long range, Roadhog is nothing but a fat man with a tickle gun. But Too Easy is coming in with a Dragon Blade ready to go, although nothing to combo it with here and nothing coming up anytime soon. Let's see what they can get done.
That's it. It's bad for Kensi's team as they have nothing really to counter it with as well. A good dash there coming out of Too Easy, gets a lot of damage done. Wisely backs out. It's going to get healed up by the Lucio. He's looking to get in a position here, perhaps for what he can find with the Dragon Blade. Manages to find Kensi, and there's no more hook, so he's feeling safe at the moment. The 2 DPS focusing down that Roadhog. Roadhog is gone, so Kensi down. The pro level advantage definitely on Too Easy's side right now. They're juking back and forth, getting rid of kills, but they've got to be so careful. You want to get a decisive win here on this final point. If you start killing people one by one, they can just keep coming back to the point. The reinforced distance is so short that they're just going to keep this team fight going. As this brawl just keeps on going even longer and longer, we see a sound barrier coming out to keeping people alive. But Pippo keeping pressure in the back. Too Easy keeping pressure in the back. Here comes the Dragon Blade. What can he find? Gets rid of 1. There's the Nano Boost as well, making it even stronger. Even though Revolt's Death Blossoming, he doesn't care. He just cuts him down like a goddamn ninja that he is. 3 or 4 kills. Can he get even more? What can he find? Neutron dropping dangerously low, but no, the whole hog keeps his distance.
Sadly, the only person doing any work there was Too Easy, and after the 3 kills he got were gone, that was it. It all started turning around. It was all red in the kill feed, and Too Easy's team is pushed back. But they still have 3 minutes left on the clock. Plenty of time to come in here and take this point, and if they do take this point, they do win the game because Kensi's team were not able to capture the second checkpoint.
They've been really struggling to actually sort of get pressure on the point and get those kills quickly, I think, is the main problem. We see Tartex jumping in nice and early. Lucifer getting hit by that sleeve dart. There's the Graviton Surge. There's 4 people caught in it. Can they find a follow-up, though? A lot of healing going into that. There's the anti-heal grenade, actually. Everyone's dangerously low. There's no healing available for them. If they could just pick up a couple of these kills, it would be absolutely huge. We're on board with Kensi. Can he find targets to finish off, though? That's the question. Can they actually finish off and kill these big, meaty tanks with these 2 sort of very elusive, very sort of picky DPSs? Lucifero getting a lot of damage done, saving his team a little bit here with that nano-boosted Reinhardt, and it's looking good for Kensi's team as they hold once again.
Wow, absolutely great play from Kensi's team there, just pushing Too Easy back and once again telling them you can't take this. And it's so difficult because Too Easy needs to go in there and they need to get a team wipe. I think they need to change their tactics up a little bit, and it looks like they are. Too Easy is now onto the Zarya. We've got Tartex on the Reaper, but Pippo is sticking to the Tracer. Hopefully with the Zarya Reaper combo, they're going to have a much better chance of wiping the whole team, which is moving away from the pick style comp they were running a moment ago.
Yeah, they're definitely going to be looking for Too Easy to try and build up his ultimate fairly quickly here. Get up maybe a pulse bomb in it, or even just get Reaper in the backline. That's it. Right now going in deep. Gets isolated though. Marine Beef getting beautiful Reaper shots on him, taking him out nice and early. Another sound barrier coming out for the defensive team, buying them even more time. Great Shadow coming out of Lucifero. Manages to stun up 2 people there, and even Kensi just buying even more space. They're just splitting up these team fights so wonderfully, isolating people, picking them off one by one. With these big meaty tanks, it's so hard to finish them off and kill them that they're just splitting everyone up and outlasting them, and it's looking so good for Kensi right now.
Wow, absolutely amazing for Kensi. I felt so sorry for that Reaper there when he was just staring a Roadhog point blank in the face. You know there's nothing to do. You know he's going to shoot his shotgun and explode your head. And that's just going to be back to the respawn for you.
And Too Easy's team does have a silver lining. They do have a good combo coming up with Too Easy and the Pulse Bomb from Pippo. So they're going to be looking to try and get that off. And with the way that Kensi's team has been positioning, they've been clumping up quite a lot. So this should be a big ravage on. So he's managed to catch about 5 people. Where's the follow-up? There's the Pulse Bomb. The Sleep Dart goes in, but the bomb is in there. Manages to get quadra kill, but actually makes it a pentakill. And this is looking so solid for Too Easy's team right now. It's just Hobby left on the point. Down he goes. They will be capping it very, very quickly. Can the reinforcements get there? No one's actually managed to respawn yet. They might have just done it in a single Pulse Bomb coming from Pippo.
Wow, all it took was that one big wombo combo. I bet they're kicking themselves for not doing it sooner. However, it didn't matter. All they had to do was get that second point. They finally got the decisive team wipe they needed to win the game.
That was absolutely wonderful stuff there. That's what you want to see. They realize that, hey, this tactic isn't working. Let's change it up. And I imagine player of the game will go to Pippo JK on that trace. So that possible has to win player of the game. It's right at the end of the match. It's a pivotal play. Big change.
There was some big Reaper plays in there too. Okay, no. The Pulse Bomb. I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you.
I'm good at calling these. I have a gift with the player of the game system, and there we go. The Pulse Bomb just goes into the back. There's no stopping it there. Wonderful stuff there. And even Reaper firing off a Death Blossom, but he's sort of caught on his own. He just gets cut down. Wonderful play from Pippo. Definitely one of the sort of more outstanding players from the community floor. Of course, this is a pro on each team, and then 5 people who've basically come to the convention and decided to take part in this Overwatch tournament. I bet Too Easy's feeling pretty good right now with his team.
Yeah, there he is, sitting there. He's looking quite focused, quite ready to go. I guess he's thinking about what are we going to bring to the table next time. That started off well, that game did. We held the second checkpoint, but perhaps we struggled to take it ourselves, so we might need to think about exactly what we want to do. Maybe he's going to stick on the Zarya because it's a much easier hero to carry from. Genji is fantastic if you're good at Genji, but you need your team to be in there supporting the Genji, knowing how to support the Genji, knowing how to create the space for Genji to be able to do what he needs to do. And if you're not playing with a team that works well together and have played a lot together and understand how to do that, it can't always work. He's a flashy hero to watch get played. Everyone loves to watch those Genji plays, but it really does take a team behind them sometimes to make it happen, especially at this level of play.
Now, if I remember correctly, the next map will be Numbani. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I believe you are right. We're going to have Numbani, and then if that goes to a draw, if that goes to 1-1, then we will go to Ilios.
I kind of hope it does go to a draw. Again, I really want to see these guys on Ilios. With Too Easy and Kensi, they're both very deathmatchy style players. They both enjoy playing this sort of more frantic style. But here we go. We're loading into Numbani at the moment as the teams do load into the map and start selecting their heroes. We will be having still a tutorial video. I'm sure it feels a little bit simple to you guys watching at home. I'm sure you guys all know this already. But just because we are at the Lucca Comics and Games Convention, there might be people in the audience not familiar with Overwatch at all, just deciding to stop by in this beautiful ESL Cathedral that we're watching the games from, with the ESL Church of Gaming here. It's absolutely impeccable. I can't believe I'm still casting from a church. I'm literally stood in front of a beautiful Renaissance kind of painting. It's incredible.
I would also say get used to it, because we're going to have the World Cup coming up soon, and that's going to be very much tailored towards getting as many people involved in watching it as possible. So there's going to be a lot of hand-holding, a lot of showing people exactly how the different maps work, and I think we'll be seeing more of this later today when the World Cup starts as well.
Absolutely. But here we go, loading into Numbani. And you might recognize that, hey, this is Numbani from like the early beta as well. It's actually nice to see. It brings back a lot of memories from the early days when it was only watch and everyone was complaining at us for having the beta early.
I know. I felt a little guilty, but at the same time I was playing Overwatch, which felt good. So
yeah, so that's pretty good consolation. Still, Numbani, one of those maps that can be very difficult to attack. The first point has a lot of different ways to defend it as well. We saw yesterday, for example, the Torbjorn coming back, and we saw a Symmetra as well, I believe as well, like a Torbjorn Symmetra comp that I was generally surprised worked, but I believe that was Cypher's team, and Cypher's team looked really, really good. Wouldn't be surprised if perhaps we see a Torbjorn again. It looks like we will. Crazy Fog opting for that Torbjorn. This is not too unusual on Numbani. It's perhaps a little bit outdated for the pro scene, but it's actually pretty solid if you don't know exactly exactly how to deal with it. Torbjorn can set up his turret on the opposite side, and it's basically free to plink away if no one goes and deals with it, but if someone goes and deals with it, then he's dealing with the turret, he's dealing with Torbjorn, he doesn't really want to do that, he's splitting your DPS up, and that's how Torbjorn can get a lot done. It's called the crossfire defense, and it's really strong.
Well, you never know, this could spark the return of Torbjorn. We could have some pros watching right now, they're like,
I miss playing Torbjorn.
Nobody's playing Pharah or Widowmaker at the moment. Maybe we can put these turrets down, because at the moment it's very difficult to deal with them unless you've got someone that can have that range, especially on this map. There's so many great places where Torbjorn can build his turret where it's very, very difficult for the enemy to be able to get into a place where they can shoot it. Anna can deal with it quite well, and they do have an Anna on the attacking side, so we'll have to see if that works out for them.
I think Hobbit's even saying, hey, yeah, build the turret here, it's really good. So Hobbit giving some direction there to his teammate. Again, Too Easy's team communicating. I'd say what would be nice for Torbjorn with that PTR change where you don't build ultimate charge off the turret as well. It makes it even less appealing to go and try and hunt that down and snipe it off early. Still, Kensi opting for the Reaper this time. Very good at sort of stopping pressure coming in from this choke. Nice positioning for his team as well, clearly ready to go. And what is Too Easy on? Actually, Too Easy dangerously low already on the Genji. Does get healed up once again, and everyone taking a lot of damage here. Crazy for getting the first kill. Again, that Torbjorn turret is just blinking away on the sidelines. No one's quite prepared to deal with it. No one's going and hurting it. And as such, he's free to go and just get kill after kill after kill. Too Easy went over and sniped it out himself, but of course, while Too Easy's busy doing that, well, the rest of his team is dying. Pippo now getting into the back line, dangerously low though, and a grenade on him. He's only on about 50 hit points. He has to be very careful he doesn't die. He's going to go back and get the health. But again, Reaper just goes and hunts him down. Kensi getting the call out from his team that, hey, Tracer's back there, go kill him. Good communication there. Too Easy now actually isolated on his own as well. Kensi picking up another kill for himself and securing a nice little bit of ult charging. Crazy Fog is also going to be ready for the next fight very soon.
Wow, really staggered, really dribbling in there. Was not expecting to see that. Unfortunately, Pippo and Too Easy got stuck behind enemy lines when the rest of their team died. And unfortunately, as they died, their team then came in to reinforce, and we ended up in a situation where they were just picking them off one by one.
And Kensi's team's got to be feeling pretty good right now. They're probably going to have the Molten Core as well ready for the next attack that comes in. As long as Torbjorn can get that turret up, that Molten Core is so hard to push into. You're basically buying yourself even more time for your team. It's just like Too Easy dropping to the lower side as well. They've got to be careful they don't get dropped on though. Kensi's going to be looking to get a Death Blossom nice and quickly. He looks like Too Easy's trying to hunt him down himself. Nano Boost on him though. Too Easy's got to run away. Kensi now almost ready to go with that ultimate. He probably doesn't even need it right now as we do have that Molten Core going off in the background. That turret's going to be shelling out damage. No, as he looks like Tartek's went and hunted it down, so the Winston jumping away to try and get rid of that. But meanwhile, Kensi just hunting down, getting free reign with his shotguns, fires the Death Blossom with an Earth Shatter around and getting a ton of damage done, and Kensi's team cleans up once more and holds on to the first point. Definitely,
Pippo is still around somewhere around there. Oh no, Pippo does manage to get out by the looks of things, so he can regroup with his team. Unfortunately, there was a bit of a wasted nano boost in there. It was quite amusing watching Kensi run around glowing all blue, desperately looking for something to shoot at, but not finding anything. What can Too Easy's team do here? They're really struggling to deal with this Torbjorn defense.
And let's be fair, is an Anna ult really wasted? If we look at Hobbit, he's already on 44% already. That ult charge rate is absolutely redonkulous. It's a source of common contention in the pro scene. Too Easy actually one of the most vocal people opposed to that Anna ult, so I imagine it's actually quite satisfying for Kensi running that comp. Might tilt him a little bit.
It might very well do, but Too Easy is running an Anna of his own on his side, so I'm sure he's well aware of the power that it brings to his side as well. Maybe the Anna should be focusing the Torbjorn turret just a little bit, but we're already in with a Graviton Surge.
Graviton Surge picking absolutely everyone up. There's a Tracer Bomb in there somewhere. Graviton on both sides. Oh my god, Marine Beef gets 5 people in that Earthshatter and manages to hold everyone down. Meanwhile, there's a Torbjorn turret in the back shelling as well. Marine Beef getting kills. Crazy Spot getting kills on the point as people try and get there. Finally, Pippo takes out the turret, so no more damage coming out of there. They're actually getting a lot of good progress on the point here, but the rest of the team is going to come back. Kensi now reinforcing with the rest of his team. Drops down. Should be an easy matter for him to clean up here. Ghosting going down in no time at all. Can Pippo survive and can Pippo get out of here is the big question. It looks like he will survive just a little bit longer.
Wow, I really thought that was finally going in Too Easy's favor. I thought they were going to push everyone off the point. They had a huge Earth Shatter, but sadly, a huge Earth Shatter from Marine Beef that shut them down, sorry, is what I should be saying. And unfortunately, it just didn't work out for Too Easy there. But Too Easy is now changing it up. He's now playing the Reinhardt himself.
Interesting then. Oh no, Pippo went back to try and hunt down Hobbit, but Hobbit on the Anna actually managed to kill Pippo. We saw Hobbit playing yesterday, and he was doing really, really well on that Anna. Too Easy with a beautiful Earthshatter there, but no, Kensi didn't get caught in it. He's coming with the Nano Boosted Death Blossom, gets a triple kill for himself, and it should be an easy matter for Kensi to clean up on the rest here. Torbjorn started putting damage into that Zarya and just cleaning up and confirming the kill. There's 5 seconds left, and I don't think anyone can get there to contest the point.
Yep, that is all she wrote. The emotes are coming out. There's nothing that they can do, and they know it. And that is the end of the round. Wow, a first hold going over to Kensi this time after losing the first round. This has got to feel good for them.
They've clearly talked this plan through. They clearly knew what they were doing. That was a very, very sort of strategic play out of them. They had a plan. They went with it. They kept the Tourbillon alive. Hobbit did a really, really good job on the Ana. We saw Hobbit yesterday playing Tracer, and he had a lot of success as well. So going to be one of the players that's going to be in high contention for the draft if he does make it through into the semifinals. Of course, the captains here will actually be able to redraft their teams going into the semifinals. So there's going to be a couple of players that I think they're going to be keeping the eye on and going to try and get going forward in the tournament.
Oh, definitely, and I'm sure Pippo is going to be one of them. Some absolutely fantastic play out of him there, really showing that he can play a Reaper and Tracer to a very high level, and we may even get to see him play some Roadhog right here. We're not seeing a Tourbillon on the Too Easy side this time. They're not going to copy it, not going to say, well, we couldn't beat it. Do you know how to beat it? In fact, they're going to be running a McCree, Reinhardt, Roadhog, Zarya, Ana, and Lucio, of course, because you have to have a Lucio.
Yeah, so they're running the triple tank lineup here with, Kensi's team running the triple tank lineup with the Reaper thrown in for a little bit of spice. So want to get that Beyblade going, but also want to get the Reinhardt in there perhaps very early with the nano boost. Meanwhile, Too Easy again also running triple tank into it, but they have a little bit more stalling power. They've got the McCree ready with Tartax, so going to be looking to stun some people up if they try and engage a little bit too hard. Not opting for the Reaper, however, so not going to be able to get that Beyblade running, not going to be able to get all that juicy 300 DPS that comes out of Reaper when he does one of those nano boosted Death Blossoms.
Yes, unfortunately not, but then again, you can boost the Reinhardt, no problem, and he just swings that hammer in everybody's face, and you just can't kill him. And I'm sure that is going to be absolutely fine for them too, especially since on Kensi's side, well, I suppose on Kensi's side, they've got the nano-boosted Reaper of their own.
Exactly.
They're going to be able to deal with that. This does counter it quite well.
Exactly. That Reaper comp was basically made to counter triple tank with Ana, so the Reaper could do a lot of work here. In fact, Vonathil, who is also here at this event, was very adamant that he was the one who invented the Reaper comp. So we have him to blame for the Beyblade. He's fully willing to take that on his shoulders.
Well, good for him. It was very well needed. The comp was starting to get a little bit boring, and it's nice to see it getting mixed up. But we're already into the action.
Aggressive push here coming out. The Reinhardt's charging into each other. Ghosten getting the better of it immediately, though. Lucio going down nice and early, but we're on board with Kensi. Kensi doing a lot of damage here. No one's actually able to stop him. That poor Ana is not going to be long for this world if Kensi can land a couple more shots. Down he goes. Kensi already securing a huge advantage. He's on his own on the point against a Reinhardt, and that Reinhardt is getting surrounded as well. Just Kensi surviving on the point even longer. Can he take out Too Easy? Can he take out his rival here? They're capping the point, and if they cap this, then it's 1-1. He's equalized the scoreboard. He's just going to stay on the point and cap it a little bit longer. Reinforcements also a little bit difficult on Numbani. It's hard to get back into it. And Kensi already has the nano boost, but everyone caught him with a Graviton Surge, but there's no damage falling up. Reinhardt's managed to get in front of him, keeping him alive that little bit longer. Can he get into position for this Death Blossom? Doesn't even need it. No, he doesn't. And that's it. 1-1. We're going to Ilios.
Wow, absolute dominance from Kensi there on Reaper, showing that he is going to win this Numbani map no matter what it takes, and just throwing some absolutely fantastic Reaper play out there on the defense and on the offense as well, making light work of a very difficult point to take.
Yeah, once Kensi was sort of left alone in that backline, we wanted to see he was free to deal a lot of damage. It was very hard to get rid of him. He was just keep on healing up. Kensi getting a play of the game. I don't imagine it was for anything in the second round, just simply because... Actually, no, it looks like... No, this was definitely when he went into the small room with the nano boost, gets himself a lot of kills. That's just a nightmare situation. The Earthshatter came down to try and catch him as he came in. Too Easy predicting that that's what they're going to do, but it didn't catch Kensi. He just comes in with the nano boosted Death Blossom, kills absolutely everyone in the small room. Huge work out of Kensi there. Very well played out of him. Clearly very decisive in that match, but we're going to go to Ilios. Now we're going to see the deathmatching skills of these two teams.
Excellent, very exciting there. The entire blue card screen at the end just showing just how one-sided that game was. Although, I can't wait for this. Control is one of my favourite kinds of maps, and these are two players that excel at Control. But Pippo has showed some real skills on Tracer and Reaper, two heroes that are incredibly powerful on Control maps. Do you think that could tip the balance towards Too Easy?
Absolutely. Pippo can do a lot of work with that if he does manage to get a lot of sort of free space as well. That said, I imagine Kensi's going to be looking for it, and judging by how Kensi plays, if Kensi can get on that Tracer, he could be absolutely pivotal. Well, meanwhile, Too Easy is playing a little bit more with his team. His team doesn't have a Zarya player apparently, so Too Easy opting to play that Zarya a little bit more. And it's actually a lot harder to sort of take over on the Control maps than playing something like Tracer, where you can get into the backline, you can punish supports being out of position, stuff that Too Easy is very familiar with doing. Kensi's kind of free to do that now, so could give him the advantage.
Definitely. Do we think Too Easy is going to bring out the Tracer himself or the Reaper himself, or do you think he's going to go onto the Zarya and maybe play that frontline carry role?
I think he's going to take the Zarya. I think if you are playing Control plane maps, you want to have that Zarya around. You want to have that Graviton Surge, that wombo combo potential. I think trying to play without one, where you don't have a player who's familiar with Zarya or able to play Zarya, is going to be a nightmare situation on control point maps. He's just so pivotal in the meta right now, so pivotal for setting up those big value ultimates that it gets very, very difficult if you don't have one.
Definitely, and I think Zarya also has another advantage here, but it's very specific to this instance where the pros are likely going to be the shot callers for their teams as well, and Zarya is a very comfortable hero that you can shot call from. She's a hero that playing the game, playing the hero, the positioning that you need to have when you're playing her means you are generally very aware of where everyone is and what they are doing, and so you can do the shot calling while at the same time having a large impact on the game. Shot calling is often best done from a Lucio player, however, as Lucio, it's very difficult to carry your team. Some might even say impossible.
And we got a look over to Easy's shoulders there, so they have loaded into the game. We should be going into it very soon. Unfortunately, us guys in the English casting desk don't quite actually manage to cover it. That's why you can see all the Italian on the screen, for example. It's beautiful language that we don't understand, unfortunately. But it looks like we've already started the match. Looks like teams are rolling out. Let's have a look at the team lineups. Too Easy running with the Shovel Tank plus the Reaper. And it looks like Kensi's team doing very, very similar. But instead of... actually, no, they're running 2-2-2 with a Reaper and the Tracer as well. So Kensi looking to get a lot of value on that Tracer. It looks like they've got early control on this point as well.
Yes, it very much looks like they have done. We're seeing Pippo on the Roadhog. This is not what we were expecting. Let's see if his Roadhog matches up to his Tracer and Reaper play from earlier.
And with that, Roadhog on the well map, well, it's a massive threat if players especially aren't willing to sort of stay behind a barrier. That's it. Oh, Marine Beef gets an early kill on Pippo. That's absolutely huge. Of course, I was about to say that, the hook is a huge threat here. You'd be able to sort of drag people into the pit, and able to get a lot of free kills off the back of that. But it's looking like Kensi's team taking an early advantage right now, pushing people off the point. They've managed to cap it already, so any kills now is just bonus. And Too Easy's team forced on the retreat. But Kensi, no! Oh, he tried to hunt him down, but Too Easy was just ready, waiting for him, and deletes him with a right click.
Wow, Kensi was smelling blood there. He was going for it. Very much overextending, not what you should have done, getting up as Tracer in front of the entire team with your squishy 150 health. When they're all looking your way with no distraction, you're just going to get deleted.
So Kensi has the pulse bomb ready and waiting to go in the back line. Can he find a good target with it? We see a nano boost going out. Marine Beef with that, chasing people down. There goes the Death Blossom. Can he get the kills? No, he only gets one kill off the back of that. You normally expect a lot more. Samurai now coming out with Too Easy's team, buying him a little bit more space. There's the pulse bomb, but I don't think he's going to kill anyone. Does manage to grab two people up in the Graviton Surge. Beautiful charge coming out of Ghost, and that's two down. And Kensi is the only one left. He's got a juke jive. Hobbit also in the back line, just surviving a little bit longer, but he's been hunted down. And Bibbo lands a hook, but doesn't get the kill. Tracer a little bit too slender, manages to juke away, but it's just Kensi left buying time, and finally gets cut down.
Yes, goes down there at the end. Kensi securing the point for Too Easy. Very scattered fight there. Once again, the Graviton Surge from Too Easy only landing on one person, but he did make it count. He did delete the Zarya that was caught in the Graviton Surge while the rest of his team fought around him, and they managed to clean up the point.
Now, Kensi must be feeling alright because the enemy team is made up of mostly tanks. That's basically a huge buffet to him on this Trace. It's going to be very easy for him to build up that extra 20% he needs on his ultimate charge, and then combo perhaps with Lucifero on that Zarya. So there goes the bomb. Can we get anything more into that combo? Doesn't look like it so far. The pulse bomb comes in, but it might be too little too late. Tartex now with the nano boost is forced into Wraith form though to get away from the fight, so not getting much value off the back of it, but still, Too Easy's team getting the advantage. The kill feed definitely in their favor at the moment. It looks like Tartex managed to secure a lot. Winston, no, not long for this well. Too Easy cutting him down with the particle cannon, and it looks like Too Easy securing this point and evening up the score on the top.
Wow, bit of a breakdown in communication there, I feel, because they had all the tools they needed on Kensi's team in order to take out all of Too Easy in one foul swoop. They landed a gigantic Graviton Surge, but the pulse bomb just wasn't there in time in order to get the kills they needed to get the advantage on the point, and Too Easy just turned around and said, no, we're going to kill all of you now.
Yeah, now Too Easy's team actually feeling pretty good about themselves, I imagine, right now, as they do have the Graviton Surge in their pocket, so if they try and barrel in a single direction, it could be bad. Winston jumps in, but instantly gets slept out, so they're just going to let Sleeping Gorillas lie on the point there. He's not going to be able to do anything at the moment. Kensi trying to find some damage, but Too Easy's team just getting kill after kill after kill. It's looking so good for them right now. Sound barrier as well, just to confirm it. Kensi suiciding rather than continuing the fight. He doesn't want to feed ultimate to the enemy team. He doesn't want to be left alive. He wants to get back to his team as quickly as possible. But it looks like Too Easy is going to deny them that and get a kill on Crazy Fog. That's going to buy them even more time.
Wow, that is absolutely huge. It's going to buy them so much time. I felt so sorry for Kensi there. He was just put in a little bubble. He was dancing in and out of it. It was protecting him so they couldn't shoot at him, but unfortunately there was no one close enough for him to get any damage onto. Tracer at medium to long range does almost nothing. You want to be getting up as close as possible to get the full damage out of those pulse pistols.
They've engaged once again. Marine Beaver is who I've got my eye on at the moment. He has the Death Blossom. There goes the Pulse Bomb. Doesn't quite get anyone though, and Too Easy getting another kill for himself. Too Easy doing so much damage. There goes the Death Blossom, but only manages to get part. So only one kill off the back of that. Too Easy still alive, dueling with the enemy Zarya at the moment. This fighting goes on the point, but still, there's a lot of damage coming coming out of the Regal, for example, in the front back line. No one's dealing with him at the moment. Tartek's getting a kill for himself. Too Easy also picking up another kill. Can Kensi be the deciding factor here? He's hunting down Too Easy. Too Easy, no barrier on him at the moment. He's managed to juke away a little bit. There's the barrier, but Tracer almost hunting him down. Steals away the health kit. Manages to turn around and confirm the kill. That's it. Oh no, Pippo's hooked him. Takes him down. And Roadhog might have just done enough to secure the point. Crazy Volk dancing back and forth on this Winston, surviving a little bit longer. It's just Winston and Zarya just tanking up a storm. But no, they left the point. Wait, left the point. Oh my god, that was so close. It almost just ticked over. That would have been so tilting. Pippo doing so much work though on this Roadhog, still fighting even longer. Finally gets taken down by Marine Beef.
Wow, Marine Brief comes in there to end Pippo's reign of terror, who in turn had come in to end Kensi's reign of terror. We saw some fantastic Tracer play there, but there is a huge Death Blossom that's coming out, and it looks like it's going to secure the point for Too Easy.
Yeah, Tartek's getting the nano boost, coming in and killing absolutely everyone with it. That's just what they wanted to see. Tartek's managed to secure the point, bring the advantage back to Too Easy's team. They must be feeling real happy about that result right now. They've got to win 2 more, of course. We are using competitive rule set here, so we're going all the distance here on Ilios, but it's looking rather nice here for Too Easy's team.
They're definitely showing that they are probably the stronger team in this matchup. Do you think Kensi needs to change anything up? It doesn't look like they're swapping any heroes around here.
I think they just need to try.
Here we go.
There we go. He's actually swapped over to the Reaper, so opting away from the Tracer. I think he was having a little bit of maybe trouble communicating with Lucifero, getting those combos working. Like we saw the Graviton Surge come out, but Kensi was just not, didn't quite have the Pulse Bomb ready. If they held that off for a couple of seconds longer, perhaps they could have just built up that Pulse Bomb, got an easy kill for themselves and managed to take the point back. Unfortunately, a little bit too early perhaps with the Graviton Surge, a little bit too late on the Pulse Bomb, not getting the results, not quite getting the synergy that they needed. Too Easy's team, meanwhile though, finding a lot of value here. Pippo especially doing a great job on the Roadhog here, shutting people down a lot, landing hooks reliably as well on someone like Kensi must feel pretty good.
Definitely, and also Tracer into triple tank can be very difficult as well.
And oh my lord, did you see that Roadhog fly? Pigs can actually fly here as he was hooked by a dying Roadhog and just launched into the air. Battle is joined, but Kensi on the sidelines here, actually getting free damage. No one's stopping him, and he's actually done a huge amount of hurt. He's already on 72% of his ultimate charge, and he's going to be ready to go very, very soon. If he can find one of these tanks and just charge the remainder, it could be absolutely huge in these close quarters, and he can finish absolutely everybody off. Too Easy's team backing up a little bit, buying themselves a little bit of space, but this is let Kensi's team get onto the point. There's Pippo, doesn't quite land the hook, unfortunately. Too Easy now dropping dangerously low. You've got to be careful here that he doesn't get caught out by the Death Blossom. Kensi trying to get back to his team will get healed up a bit by the Ana, so he's going to pick back up, trying to hunt it down now with the Reaper. Tartek's looking for the kill. There goes the nano boost. There goes the Death Blossom. Is there any kills coming into it? No, he's held back by the Graviton Surge. Too Easy says, no, you're staying right there. You're not getting into my team. Holds him down and does actually manage to land the damage, but actually getting a kill on Marine Beef during all this time. It looks like it's Too Easy's team's turn. Showing him how it's done. Tartek's coming in, gets 1 kill, gets 2 kills. Can he find the third? Gets slapped, but Too Easy says, no problem. I'll pick up the slack and I'll kill Hobbit.
Wow, Tartek's there showing Kensi how you Beyblade and showing him how to do it properly as well. Taking out 2 with it and then able to flip the point over to the blue side, giving Too Easy the advantage.
Now, there was a silver lining there during all that time. Kensi did have the point ticking up for his team, so he does have a little bit of an edge going forward. But I've got to say, like, I was expecting Kensi to get a lot more value off that ultimate. He was left alone on the sidelines, just firing away with that Reaper, doing a lot of damage, but didn't quite manage to find all the hurt he needed. Now everyone's trying to get through this choke point. They wisely decide to back off. In goes the Winter, but he's got no barrier. Too Easy already has another Graviton Surge. He might be just waiting, baiting people in, luring them in, grabs up the entire team. Can they get the kills? Where is the follow-up damage, though? That's the big question. Can they actually finish people off? No, they can't. They're just too tanky. There's too much healing, especially with the Ana alive. They're putting down the heal grenade, putting in healing. In a duel right now with Kensi, between Kensi and Too Easy, but no, Lucifero says, no, this is a 1v1 game, this is actually a team game, Too Easy, and I'm going to put you out, and I'm going to put your lights out.
Yes, he did. He did. Wow, this is a good to and fro game we've got here. Kensi taking it back. That huge Graviton Surge. I thought that was going to be GG, but it was not. There was no damage to put into it, and everybody knows as much as you might get everybody in a Graviton Surge, you need something to follow up.
There was almost a complete disaster there. Kensi was in a really, really solid position. There goes the nano boost. Can he get the kills? Gets 1, 2, 3. Can he get even more? He's looking for even more. Lucio actually confirms the kills with 2 more people. It's just Too Easy left on the point. He's going to go down, no problem. Kensi picks up a Quadra during that fight, doing so much damage. It was so close. Kensi almost went down. He adopted this position. You can see him taking here where he's on the high ground, waiting above that little narrow choke point. It's very difficult to deal with the Reaper dropping down from there, but he dropped down and then got hooked. Pippo found him, but he managed to not get the kill. Kensi managed to drift away, get healed back up, and went in with a beautiful, beautiful Beyblade comp.
Yeah, that's right. The one-up Beyblade competition continues, although Tartex is going to have to do a lot of work to beat that last one from Kensi. Well, let's see what they can get done here, though.
Right now, Roadhog just fishing with that hook, not finding anything. Kensi also managed to slip around the back line. He's not been noticed quite yet. I think they don't know where he is. He's just sneaking around, looking to get in the back too. He's, you know, dealing a lot of damage, but he's on really low charge. Ghostin now going in, getting a good charge, but not quite finishing off this area. Everyone's getting a bit low, but Samberry is in there. Beautiful Earthshatter coming out from Ghostin. Too Easy scooping everybody up. Tardex coming in with the Death Blossom as well, getting so many kills, and it's just Kensi left alive right now. He's trying to jump off the embassy. No, Too Easy says, "You're my kill. I'm going to take it."
Wow, in overtime, with no time left on the clock whatsoever, he manages to get everybody in a gigantic Graviton Surge. But this time the damage was there. It was there. His whole team was there. There was a Reinhardt swinging a hammer. He had a highly charged particle cannon of his own, dropping the grenades in there and just melted everybody. Kensi's got a lot of time, though, left on the clock to come back and take this. All that has to happen is Too Easy to lose one fight, and this game is going to go, or this round, sorry, I should say, is going to go to Kensi.
Yeah, that's definitely the big silver lining here. There goes the whole Hog, just knocking everyone back. Does actually manage to get rid of Marine Beef. Too Easy now dueling with Kensi. A little bit dangerous there. The Reaper very, very threatening. Also getting healed up by his support here with the Ana. Hobbit doing such a good job with that here right now. Too Easy getting the better of his rival Zarya on the other team. Bibbo is asleep, but he's nice and protected. Not going to be a worry there. Too Easy now just shelling out a little bit of damage, just trying to get a bit of poke, maybe trying to keep that 80% charge that he's got already up and running. And it's actually been good for him, like that last fight, because it was so scattered, so broken apart. Too Easy's already built up his Graviton Surge. He's going to be able to stop Kensi, for example, for trying to get in too far. That said, they have the Beyblade ready. I think I just heard it might be going off very soon. Yeah, it's already gone off, so they've already fighted it. Managed to catch him as well. Slept him, crabbed him up. He's not doing anything at the moment. That said, Reinhardt tried to charge into it. Reaper just said no, put a shotgun in his face and killed him. That said, it's free for Too Easy to do so much damage now. Kensi's team has taken so much hurt that this is going to be impossible for them to win. I think they're getting taken down. We're already in overtime, and it looks like Too Easy has taken it. It looked like it's so bad for him for a while, but he's managed to bring it back 2-0 so far to Too Easy.
Wow, you've got to feel for Hobbit there. That was a rare misstep, and just threw out that Ana boost just a little bit too early. So when Reaper came, they already knew it was coming. They would have got the vocal voice line over the audio. It's a weird thing to say. But they would have got that vocal voice line coming through. They would have known it was coming. They were more than prepared and just held him in place with the Graviton Surge. And there was only a second or so left on it. A very, very unfortunate misstep there.
So do we see any adaptation from these two teams? Where are the changes coming in? Are they going to decide to change anything? This is a very different map. There's a lot of open spaces, so you sometimes actually see teams opting for stuff like Farah, for example, who occasionally pops up on here. There's a lot of cover for her in the air as we do get set up here for the control point. And with this very, very bright and shiny Ilios, I know the saturation is incredible.
Gotta love that contrast.
On these static cameras.
Look at it.
Unfortunately, we don't have control over that. Otherwise, I think I turn it down a little bit because it's incredibly bright on my monitor. But it is Greece. It is very sunny and very bright as teams do jockey for position. Looks like they're trying to get in here nice and early. The hooks come out. Doesn't manage to find anyone. Lucio actually having a whale of a time. Gliding around on those pillars. No kills just yet. Teams do set up. Too Easy actually gets slept, but instantly picked back up. Even through the Reinhardt barrier. Just AoE splash damage coming through. Crazy Fog doing what he can on the point. Bibbo actually manages to land a good shot on him, though. Takes out that Winston with no problem. It's looking really good for Too Easy's team right now. They've managed to set up on the point. They've got a Reinhardt barrier in front of them as well, keeping them alive that little bit longer. Lucifero going down to Bibbo. Bibbo finds the hook. Marine Beef now in a lot of trouble. They've got to try and get out of there. They're trying to speed boost away. Hobbit keeping people alive wonderfully. He's been playing very, very well, but it's just not been enough.
It hasn't been enough, but excellent disengage there from Kensi's side, using the speed boost to get some distance. But wow, that's a hook from downtown.
I swear that hook is deceitful as hell. I swear it just extends as far as you need it. There's no limit on that hook, I'm sure.
I've had it happen. You see the end of the hook animation in front of you, and then for some reason something happens and it just connects.
It just extends that little bit longer.
Like,
that was an absolutely huge pick. It's given people a lot of extra ultimate charge. It staggered the spawns for Marine Beef, so it's given Too Easy's team about an extra 10% on that point. It's bought them so much extra space as well. It's looking so good for his team right now. If Kensi's team try and all go through a single area, then Too Easy's just going to scoop them all up with a Graviton Surge, and it's going to be absolutely massive damage coming in. There's a Graviton Surge. That's a Kensi with the Nano Boost. Gets 1, gets 2, gets 3. Can he get 4, 5? Yes, he's almost got absolutely everyone. There's just one person left. Can he find Putt for the full kill? Putt's right there. No! Crazy Frog once again takes the team kill from him.
Wow, Crazy Frog. So mean, so rude. You should know your place and you should let someone have that big moment. But I guess sometimes when you're a very, very angry monkey, you see red and you've just got to slap somebody down. Otherwise, you just can't take it.
Okay, so now it's going to be a big ask, but 2EZ's team do have a silver lining here. They do have Meta ready with the nano boost. They can get Tartex in on their own. Oh my lord, Pippo has been so good on these hooks so far. Does get Zeri, doesn't quite find the kill. Kensi actually overextending a little bit. Might have to be a little bit careful. Oh my lord, that hook went right around the corner. Just pulled him in, killed him, no problem. Meanwhile, Tartex has gone in the back line, killed 2 people as well using that nano boosted Reaper. It looks like 2EZ's taking the point once more, so instantly taking it back for his team and starting to put more points on that percentage charge.
If you're Kensi, you've not got it. You can't be happy there. That whole fight started on a hook that went 7 ways around 15 different corners to fish out a Reaper and pull him to in front of the Roadhog to put him out of his misery, and that's just not fair.
I think I know exactly why that happened. I just looked at Pippo and he has the golden Roadhog weapon and the golden hook as well, so it's got to be the golden hook, I think.
I see.
That's the magic one that goes round corners, apparently. It looks like the team is ready to engage once more. Kensi going in with a nano boost. Doesn't quite have a death blossom. He's looking for targets right now. Does get a lot of damage onto Meta, but no, he gets charged right off the edge. Oh my lord, the hero play coming out of Reinhardt. Goes in saying, no, I am the hero here. I'm going to drag you away. You're not going to kill all my friends, and I'm going to hold everything on. But it might have been a little bit too late. 2EZ firing off the Graviton Surge, but there's no follow-up damage. It's just him and Reaper, and Reaper's stuck in Wraith form, so couldn't do anything right now, and it looks like they managed to take it. So even though Ghostin sacrifices his life for that, he's going to be feeling a little bit distressed that didn't quite save his team.
Don't worry. The medals will be sent to his family. They will be told he died a hero. So at least something has come out of this. There will be some joy somewhere in the world for the poor Reinhardt that threw himself off the cliff.
You guys can't see it right now, but I'm saluting. I'm saluting that Reinhardt. Like, just well played by him. Just very brave. That's what you want to see out of a Reinhardt. Still, it's not looking too bad for 2EZ's team right now. They do have a lot in the tank. That said, they've got to be careful of Lucifero getting ready with that Graviton Surge. And Marine Beef actually going to be ready with the whole hog as well. That combo can actually deal a huge amount of damage. As people don't get knocked out of the Graviton Surge, you just sort of force there to take all that scrap to the face as the teams do start to jockey back and forth for position. Pippo lands the hook. Not enough to kill Zeri, but oh my lord, that's pulled him enough time for Ghostin to get in and get a really good Earth Shadow. But Kensi on the point gets a double kill for himself with the Earth Shadow, not with the Earth Shadow, with the Death Blossom, sorry, and confusing my ultimates. 2EZ actually manages to kill himself during the process, and it looks like Kensi's got enough to secure his team there. Death Blossom followed up with a nano boost. So much damage coming out of the Reaper here. Kensi secures a point for himself and keeps himself alive in this tournament.
Oh, very, very well played there from Kensi. Unfortunately, 2EZ using one of those right clicks a little bit close to his own face and taking his own life, but he must have been pretty low for that to happen anyway. Unfortunately, from the kill feed, we won't be able to know who did that to him, and at the time, we were looking at Kensi, who was killing everybody else.
Tartek's going to be ready to go with that nano boost. I believe it's on him right now. He must be charging in. There's the sound barrier keeping everyone alive. Where's the damage coming in? Tartex gets one. Everyone's in the Graviton Surge. Come on, Tartex, where are you? There we go in the second kill. Can they start finishing everyone up? Kensi getting a kill for himself. 2EZ actually getting rid of Kensi, so pro advantage on 2EZ's side right now as they're fighting on the point. Neutron trying to stay alive for as long as he can. Can Lucifero get away? No, 2EZ gets a kill, and it looks like they managed to take it back for the point. 91% on 2EZ's side. If they cap it, it's going to be very, very difficult to get back to the point in time to keep it alive. Crazy Fog might have tried to stall out for as much as he could. It looks like 2EZ's team is going to get it. It looks like 2EZ's going to range forward, try and stall people from getting back on the point, and try and win this game right here, right now.
Yeah, it looks like 2EZ's done it. They've got only a couple of percent left, and I can't see them getting onto the point to pop this overtime, although they're getting very, very close.
And he's done it!
It's
2EZ is through to the semi-finals.
Wow, very well played by 2EZ. A decisive victory there. Kensi had some fantastic plays of his own, some great Reaper action with team wipes, and in fact, he's backed himself player of the game.
Player of the game, and I believe that's the lifesaver, if I can even meekly understand Italian. But this was an absolutely beautiful combo coming out of them. That came out really quickly as well from Kensi. Just good charge. I thought they really decisively lost that first fight. They put them in this situation, but Kensi managed to build up enough ultimate to get ready. And of course, Hobbit playing an absolutely superb Ana here. Unfortunately, actually, Hobbit's knocked out of the tournament, so won't be taking part going forward, so won't be available in the draft. And that's actually a big loss for one of the players from the show floor.
Well, yeah, that's terrible. I was expecting Hobbit to be picked up. He's shown some excellent play yesterday and today. But unfortunately, 2EZ's team with Pippo, who has had some fantastic plays in both games, really showing his dominance there on Tracer and Reaper, and even showing that he can thread the needle with those hooks and really pull people out of places that you should not be pulling people out of.
Well, that's the magic, shall we say, of Roadhog's hook, or the lag of Roadhog's hook, if you want to be more honest. But yeah, Pippo definitely one of the players to keep an eye on going forward. I think Pippo's going to be very contested in the draft. Another one of these players that's come from the show floor here at Lucca to take part in this tournament, to take part in this little fun event that we're running here from Italy, this beautiful region in Tuscany, this big games convention that, you know, I knew very little about. I think people in the Anglosphere, to use a fancy word, which just means the English-speaking countries, don't really know too much about it. But from what I understand, this is actually a really huge convention, and from what we've seen outside, it's absolutely enormous.
It is absolutely enormous. We are told that by midday today, the streets are going to be so packed fact that you won't be able to move through them. What actually happens is the entire city of Lucca becomes the convention. There's tents everywhere in the streets, in the squares. You mill around all the different buildings that are actually part of the city to take part in this convention, and we are told that you literally cannot move for the sea of people in the streets later today. This is absolutely huge. Everyone in Italy knows what this is. They're all excited for it. And I believe there's even a pretty good cosplay competition that people come from all around the world to take part in. So why we don't know about it, I feel like we should have done.
Yeah, it's very, very impressive. We've been massively impressed by everything we've seen so far. And if you're wondering why you can't hear what's happening on the stage, of course, it's predominantly in Italian as they start speaking a little bit of English to the players. But unfortunately, we on the secondary stream here, because it is primarily Italian, can't pump that through to you guys, so we don't get to hear it. But from us here at the English Casting Desk, I'm going to let you guys know what's going to happen going forward here as we go on throughout the day. I believe there's going to be about a 30-minute break between the quarterfinals and the semifinals as the captains do draft up their teams going forward. We're not quite sure what happened in two of the quarterfinals.